What is good, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new Amazon video. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing why Amazon is so slow right now and is peak canceled. But before we get on to the remainder of the video, I do want to say really quickly, I did make a brand new Discord server. If you don't know what Discord is, it's basically like a place where you can group message with multiple different people. And I created a server for my channel right now. It's currently called C11's Discord. It's not really polished or anything at all. Like, I don't even have a picture for it yet, but just go ahead and join it. The link is in the description down below. If you have any questions you've ever wanted to ask me about Amazon or anything like that, or if you just want to chat about anything, go ahead and join that Discord down below. If you want to get in touch with me, it's definitely much faster to contact me that way, and you can go ahead and talk to all the people who support my channel as well, all of this great community, all in one server. So go ahead and join that Discord down below. But with that being said, let's get straight into the video. So if you currently work at Amazon, you'll know that for most locations, it has been super slow lately. There has been so much VTO being offered, like an insane amount of VTO. The packages that we're getting and the work that we're getting is horrible, especially for like Stowe. Like, we're getting nothing but really big items at the moment, like all those 16 and 18-inch items that take forever to find a pod to fit into. We're getting so much of those items, and overall, like, it's just so slow at the warehouse right now. And think about it, we are in the middle of November. It is Monday, November 15th. That means it is the middle of November right now. This is extremely rare. It is never this slow towards the end of the year, especially in the middle of November. We should be getting a little bit busier every single day. Every single day that we work, it should be more and more busy. Some locations should be in peak already, and other locations won't be in peak for about another week or two. But at this point, it's like, is peak even happening? Like, what's going on here? I'm going to cover that in this video. First, I'm going to discuss why it is so slow. Now, there's two reasons for this. The first reason is that Amazon greatly overhired for peak this season. If you're working right now, you'll know that it is extremely packed at the facilities. People are being sent home because there's too many people. Like, a lot of people are being VTO'd because there's just too many people, not enough stations to actually work. So we have more workers than we do have work and stations. So it's kind of like just unbalanced. So there's too many people that were overhired for peak. People are getting VTO'd, and there's just not enough space in the warehouse for all of these people that have been hired on. So Amazon did greatly overhire, and it doesn't help that it's also slow right now and that we're also going through a very slow period. So you have twice as many people, 3 times as many people, maybe 4 times as many people as usual, and you have maybe a quarter of the work as usual. So there's just way too many employees right now, and that's why a lot of people are getting VTO'd, you know, getting sent home early. They're offering VTO all day. I know my location lately has offered some VTO. They've also offered some VET, which is weird that they're offering both at the same time, but they are offering VTO still. It's definitely getting really slow, and there's just so many people. So the number one reason on why it's so slow right now is mostly because Amazon did overhire. There are so many people that they overhired for peak. Way too many employees at the moment and not enough work to go around. But the number 2 reason that it is slow right now, and this goes for pretty much every store in America at the moment, if you don't already know, which I'm pretty sure you do, if you've turned on the news for like half a second in the last couple of months, America is currently in a shipping crisis. There are loads and loads of ships waiting to be unloaded on California docks, New York docks, all of the main docks around the country that feed shipments throughout the entire US to multiple different states. They currently have too much work at the moment. There's like dozens and dozens of ships just waiting to be unloaded on those shipping docks, and no one really truly knows why those ships aren't being unloaded. A lot of people, like the government and other people in general, are blaming the fact that there's not enough truck drivers there. But if you go, and a lot of news people have done this, they've went and interviewed the truck drivers, and the truck drivers are saying, we're waiting 6 to 8 hours to unload one container. That's not usual. Usually they're back and forth unloading containers, and lately they've just been waiting to unload containers. They're saying that we don't know why, but we're not getting the green light to unload the containers, so they're going to be sitting there for 6 to 8 hours a day just doing nothing, waiting to unload a container, waiting to be told when they can unload a container. And that's caused a mass shipping crisis in the United States. There's loads of like, if you go to the store right now, it's usually way less stock than usual. There's a lot less stuff in stores for us. Inflation, prices are going way higher. Not enough items are being sent around the country to different stores like Walmart, Amazon, all those kinds of places that need to sell these products. They are not being sent. People are not able to get the products that they need. It's kind of like the toilet paper thing back in 2020, but well, this has been happening since 2020, but it's gotten a lot worse recently, and this is kind of like the toilet paper thing, but for every product. I can't really go into too much detail. If you want to go ahead and look something up on YouTube or just watch the news, they'll explain it, but nobody truly knows what's going on because People are blaming it on the fact that there's not enough truck drivers, but then the truck drivers are saying they're just sitting on the dock waiting to unload containers. I don't know what the plan, I don't know what the thing is here. I personally do not know enough about this to, you know, pretend to be a news anchor on it, so I'm not going to go fully into detail, but we are in a shipping crisis right now. We have a lack of items, and prices are going way higher, so it's causing people to not buy, and overall the whole situation just sucks for us right now. A lot of shipments that we usually get from Asia are not coming through, or we are taking way too long to unload them, so it is causing places like Amazon to not have as many products and not get work done as fast as usual, and that is really affecting our warehouses as well, because of course if we're not getting as much product as usual, or maybe the product is not as good as usual, we don't have enough stuff to sell, which means people aren't buying from Amazon. And the people who are buying from Amazon are paying a lot more than usual, so overall the whole situation just sucks. It's currently causing a lot of inflation, and it sucks for us. And that is also one of the reasons. I think that is definitely the most key important reason on why we are not busy at all right now, and we're in the middle of November. So now I'm going to answer the big question: is peak 2022 canceled? Because again, we're in the middle of November and there's no signs of peak coming. My facility did release the predicted MET schedule, which means these are the dates they plan to call MET, but who knows if that's really going to happen, honestly. But is peak canceled? Now, I cannot give a definitive answer. Honestly, I can't say anything 100% for sure that is going to be true, but I can say for sure that if peak goes on and it does start picking up a little bit, I do not think it will be anywhere near as bad as peak usually is. Now, this might go for only some locations. Some locations might be peaking like normal basically, but I feel like it's going to be slower than usual, and we're not going to hit the Q4 rates that we usually hit at Amazon. Not going to be the same peak as usual. Don't get me wrong, it probably will be heavier workload than usual, and it will be kind of, you will feel like you're in peak, but it just won't be as hard as it was last year or the year before, you know, when a lot of orders were being shipped and everything was going fine on the shipping docks around the country. So yeah, but another prediction I think that could possibly happen is just peak doesn't go through. Maybe we don't get any MET. Don't get your hopes up when I say this, because this is just a random prediction for me, but maybe we don't get any MET, or maybe we only get a little bit of MET. Amazon's not as busy as usual. Maybe the work stays as bad as it is right now. Maybe we're not getting enough stuff sent to us, and peak just doesn't go on, unfortunately, for people like higher ups at Amazon and people who are invested into Amazon. That would suck for them, but for us, it would just be a normal 2 months at Amazon, no peak. Maybe that's a possibility that does happen. I could definitely see both things happening, where peak either just doesn't happen at all, or it does go on and it's a little bit slower than usual, or maybe a lot slower than usual. Or there could be a thing where peak just goes on as normal. I'm not really sure. I could not give you a definitive answer on that, but I truly believe if I had to choose, I would definitely say the first or the second one, where it's not going to go on at all, or the second one where it's going to be slower than usual will happen. I definitely think one of those will happen. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like we're not getting a normal peak this year. But what do you think of the situation overall? Let me know down in the comments below if your location has been slower than usual. If you've worked here for maybe last year's peak and the peak before, is this one slower than usual? Is your location getting VTO'd like really bad, like a lot of locations around the country are, and like mine are personally, because I am getting VTO. Again, I'm getting VET as well, which is so weird to get both at the same time, but we are still getting a lot of VTO. Like when I worked on Saturday last week, the warehouse was like maybe 25% capacity. Like there was almost nobody there because so much VTO was sent out. Again, my peak schedules did get released. Well, the predicted peak schedules, which means that if things go as planned, this is the schedule that Amazon's going to release to us. They did go as planned. I do want to say one thing. In a couple videos ago, I did say that they're not doing 11-hour shifts anymore, which means they wouldn't add an extra hour onto your shift. I was completely wrong about that. I guess the information I was told was completely wrong. So we are getting 11-hour shifts this year as well if peak does go on, which who knows if it is, but if it does, we will be working those. So apologies for that. I'm going to go ahead and have to fix that in that video as well. But yeah, peak schedule has been released. Don't know if it's going to go through, honestly, because again, that peak schedule starts in less than 2 weeks and it is dead. It's dead right now. It's honestly so dead. But yeah, with that being said, I'm going to end that there. But I did say I have 2 announcements. The first one is my live stream is happening on Monday, November 22nd. So be prepared for that. I think I'm going to try to do it around 1 p.m. CST. So be prepared for the live stream. I said that I was in it. Once I hit 1,500 subscribers, I was going to do my first ever live stream. So we're going to be doing that on November 22nd. I think that's a Monday. So definitely be prepared for that. I'm super excited. We're going to be playing multiple different video games. Let me know down in the comments below which ones you want to see. Again, join my Discord as well. I'll have some announcements there as well. And then my second announcement is that I have a huge huge announcement coming. It is one of the biggest announcements in my channel's history coming soon. It has something to do with 2022. I'm not gonna say what it is. I've already said this in a community post as well, but I'm gonna be saying it for the camera for the first time here. We are having a huge announcement, so be prepared for that. It's gonna come probably towards the end of this year, and it will take effect in January, so just be super prepared for that. I can't wait for you guys to see the announcement. I've been working so hard on this, so yeah, I hope you guys are as excited about it as me. Again, join my Discord and be prepared for the live stream. I'm gonna end that video there though. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you didn't already subscribe, go ahead and subscribe down below and leave a like on this video if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. I love you all. Peace.